Good morning everyone, this is Mel Soul and today is Tuesday, February the 14th, and we do normally Troubleshot Tuesdays, but in our early video blogs we did Teaching Aids Tuesdays, and so today I want to go back to that because I have a special teaching aid that I think is a very great help to pretty much anyone, myself included, in using this. It's called DuoTrac, so it's D-U-O capital T-R-A-C, and it's got 4 sensors. It's got a sensor that goes on the shaft about halfway between the ferrule and the grip. It has another sensor on the back. It screws in at the top here, and then I have 2 sensors on my hips, one on the left hip, one on the right hip. And what this is going to do is it's going to measure, first of all, my club face angle at address, top of the backswing, halfway down, and impact. It's also going to measure my weight shift and hip rotation as I go through. So, great teaching aid. I turn on the app and it connects with Bluetooth, and so now all I have to do go ahead and hit a shot. Now, when I look at it here, now that swing I can tell right at my, let me go back to my address. So my address, square, so I expect that. Then at the top of my backswing, square. On the downswing, open 2.96. And again, that's exactly what I'm trying to do on the downswing. And I'm trying to be a little bit open because I want to hold that open through so I can get a tiny little baby fade. That's the shot I've always been trying to hit. But when I look at impact, it says my impact was square. So that's why that ball went dead straight. So at impact, my club face is square. Now, that's not a bad thing, you know, but what it also says there was very little hip rotation. There was not a lot of hip turn, so what happened was the club head kind of caught up a little bit and squared off. I think if I'd got the hips turning a little bit more, I could have held that club face a little more open. I would have got that little baby fade. So on the golf course I would have been aiming halfway between the flag and the left edge of the green, and I would have hit it there and it wouldn't have finished at the flag. So this is something that you can practice at home, so you don't really need a ball. If you have the app, you can just stand here and swing. So if you're working on hip rotation, for example, you can look and it's going to say to you, okay, you know, you turned your hips 3 degrees. So it's all right, I'm going to get my hips turning faster. And it's going to tell you, because as I've always said, there is perception and reality. So sometimes you think you're turning your hips. This is now going to tell you exactly how much you're turning your hips. So when you exaggerate it and you see that, okay, I'm getting a little bit more hip, when you get to whatever hip rotation you want, you know, my goal is to get my hip rotation at about 20 degrees. So to me, when I do that and I get it to 10 degrees, it really feels like I'm moving my hips fast. So I have to stand on the range here and practice that to get comfortable so that when I'm on the golf course, I'm not thinking about that. This is going to retail for about $139 currently. I think it's well worth the price because this is something that there's no additional fees, there's no upgrade fees or anything. So you can use this for years to come, and it's going to give you the data that you need for your golf swing. I'm going to get my webmaster to put this on my website within the next couple of weeks. So if you want it before that, give me a call. 800-624-4653. But if you wait a couple of weeks, this will be on my website. I'm hoping to negotiate a deal with a company to get my students a slight discount. Go and work on this. You're going to have fun. All right, so this is now looking at the app, and I don't have a setting on this camera to really dial in the graphics here, but that is the address position, and it's saying my club face was square. So then the next one at the top, That's giving me my club face at the top of the backswing. That's telling me that my club face, is still square. I'm getting little green or red dots next to the little figures up there. See at the top, there's a line of figures. So I've got a green, the bottom figures, the top one was the previous shot. I've got green at the address, green there. Then at the downswing, I've got a little red there. So I've obviously, according to this app, I'm not supposed to be open. I want to be square. Well, in my case, I want to be open. So I'm quite happy with that. And then if you look at this, the last one gives me, the club face again. And it also shows the bottom right-hand corner, weight shift 0. So at impact, I was not shifting my weight on this one. So this is the app. Either go to duotrack.com or wait a couple of weeks and come to my website. Thank you.